Hey everyone, it's Michael V. Moore, aka MicVinny, and I'm going to talk to you about the most popular coffee spot, cafe, shop in the world. I was about to say in America, but pretty much anywhere you go in the world, you're going to find a Starbucks nowadays. It's incredible how this coffee place has taken off over the years. And the funny thing about Starbucks is as popular as it is with everyone else, it is not popular with me at all. So you bear with me as I navigate their menu. Over the last couple years, I'll admit I've been to Starbucks a couple more times over the last couple years than I had in the previous 10 years. But still, because I know what's inside the Starbucks, coffees and the lattes and the extra big grande sizes, I just avoided it for many years because I know for me the healthiest thing you can drink is something with pretty much no calories. And when you go to a place like Starbucks, they disguise their fancy drinks with a lot of sugar. So that's what I wanted to discover today is we're gonna try and find the healthiest drink you can find at Starbucks. So without me doing anything, just doing an eye test, I can already tell you most likely it's just going to be a simple black coffee or a unsweetened tea. Those are going to be your two top choices most likely. But for those skeptics out there, let's kind of play around with the menu a little bit and see why those would be the most popular choices. If you wanted to lose weight, keep weight while you're traveling or in your hometown, um, you want to have as little calories as possible. If you fall for the trap, like right here, we got this smoked butterscotch. This is probably just nothing but calories. I'm curious what this is. So let's look at the details. Okay, so a grande is 16 ounces. So just this cup of coffee with 2% milk by default. Okay, so yeah, it's 2% milk. Some of these statistics are going to look higher. But all this sugar, 41 grams of sugar, and most likely you're going to be drinking this in the morning. Is it really necessary to have 41 grams of sugar, 14 grams of fat, and only 12 grams of protein? I don't think so. So let's find a better drink, okay? So looking at the menu, I already know that coffee and tea. So we're just going to focus on the coffees and teas today, okay? So here they go through their history of how they make their coffee spectacular. I don't care about that. I only want to look at the nutrition. Okay, so we're looking at Starbucks drinks. And just looking at this, does this look like something you should be, drinking? No. This is dessert right here. So anyone that comes to me and, tells me, "Oh, I have no idea how I'm not losing weight," yet every morning they're drinking one of these bad boys. Come on now. Come on. So most likely, most majority of these frappuccinos are probably not good for you, but we're gonna find out if there's at least one good frappuccino on the menu. So better yet, we will start with the frappuccinos. Okay, so I'm gonna do the eyeball test, and all I see is sweet, 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 sweet cotton candy. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's actually a frappuccino brand? Wow, I had no idea. Wow, this is ridiculous. Okay. I see nothing but sugar, so let's go to vanilla bean. 59 grams of carbohydrate. Wow. Even let's make it with non-fat milk, which should be almost the same. Yeah, it's even more. So don't be fooled by non-fat, fat milk and all this. A lot of people don't understand how calories work. Pretty much, there's lots of sugar here. That's what you should be caring about. Is look at the sugar, 57 grams of sugar. Good Lord. Even if I went the almond milk route, it's still going to be high. See, yeah, 53 grams of sugar. It's ridiculous. Wow. So my natural instinct is to avoid the frappuccinos at Starbucks at all costs. Now I'm trying to give it a chance, but there is not one single blend I see that does not have anything under 50 grams. So let's try these light brands. Maybe that's why they have it at top. Okay, so let's try the light Frappuccino and see if it is actually light. Oh yeah, it's light, you know, it's only 40 grams of sugar. I just think that's ridiculous. And then I know people are like, well, you're going to grande size, but still, this is a lot of sugar for the morning time. Okay, you don't need that much sugar in the morning, especially if you're not working out. Okay, so it's nice that they have a whole lot of frappuccinos, but the reality is that there's nothing healthy here. Yeah, everything is over 50 grams of sugar. It's just not worth it. Okay, so we have the frappuccinos. I'm curious what their smoothies look like. So they have a chocolate smoothie and a strawberry smoothie. I thought they would have more choices than this. Again, lots of sugar. In this case, there's more protein here, so that's one good thing, I guess you can say. I guess because they add some whey protein and fiber powder and ice. Um, so this isn't as bad, but to be honest with you, the amount you're paying for this, you can make yourself a homemade smoothie or like a frappuccino. Because I actually created a video teaching people how to make their own frappuccinos and smoothies at home that are much more nutritious and a lot better than what you will find at Starbucks. But so far, I would say this is the best choice. I still don't like this too much because I don't know what's in it. I don't know how much of this is banana. A lot of it I know is the mocha sauce, not necessarily the banana itself. Because the banana right, is like 17, 20-ish grams of carbohydrates. And then you got the milk, which is probably another 12 grams. So really all the protein, there's barely any whey protein in this. If it's only 20 grams of protein in this drink, 16 ounces, yeah, they're not really putting much whey inside of this. And the strawberry smoothie should be about the same. Yeah, it's even, wow, even more sugar and less protein. Amazing. I was hoping I would find something there, but no. Sodas, we're gonna do the eyeball test. I'm not gonna bother going down that path. There's no healthy soda there, even though they say no high fructose corn syrup. Let's click on this just so you can see. A soda is a soda. So what's amazing though is these sodas contain less sugar than the smoothies and the frappuccinos. So far, the orange cream soda and these other sodas are better choices. This lemon L probably has even lower, surprisingly has a little bit more. But yes, these sodas are better options than the frappuccinos. Wow, who knew? Who knew? Let's look at the chocolate beverages. Same thing, chocolate. I'm just going to do the eyeball test. This is seasonal, so it shouldn't even be around anymore. So I'm going to look at espressos. So I don't want to go down this path too much because it's all dependent on a lot of factors, okay? Because you got the cafe americano, you got the cappuccinos. Yeah. And what's amazing here is, okay, let's say if we got non-fat milk. Let's just see what that looks like. This has a better protein carbohydrate ratio than anything else we found so far. And that's kind of what I was expecting. Mainly all this is you're getting it from the milk. The reason you're getting 8 grams of protein is just the milk, okay? And then the coffee, or excuse me, the espresso from the coffee beans that makes this cappuccino. That's why there's really no calories here. So yeah, cappuccino like this with no sugar, perfectly okay. And now here we go down the path. Let's start adding sugar to it. Okay, so I didn't even have to click on that. Like Starbucks has already established to me that as soon as they have any type of seasoning to their natural coffees or cappuccinos or espressos, it goes up. Yeah, same thing. The fat goes up. Well, that's whole milk, so let me just go non-fat milk route just so I can see the difference. And yeah, this has a better profile. But most people get it with whole milk. Okay, so I looked at the Starbucks espresso beverages and it's pretty much almost all the same. So I just got out that menu. There really was nothing brand new. So I'm gonna go now to what I expect to be the best drinks. The freshly brewed coffee, the iced coffee, or the iced tea. Almost all of this is redundant, so we'll just start with freshly brewed coffee. So this is what I expect to be okay from Starbucks. So when you are drinking coffee, coffee is actually good for you when you drink it the way it was intended to be drank, pretty much, which is without a whole bunch of sugar. The problem is just sugar. It's just sugar. I mean, it's elementary. It's pretty much sugar. If you have no sugar in it, it's almost no calories whatsoever. And you want to drink it black if possible. Why you want to drink it black? Because it has the lowest amount of calories and you reap all the nutritional benefits of coffee. So coffee has caffeine in it. Caffeine in low amounts is actually good for your system. The problem is we tend to abuse coffee, and places like Starbucks knows that most people like to have sugar in their coffees, and so they make all these exotic drinks. And so what happens is when people drink coffee, they add the creamers, the milk, the sugar, the vanilla, caramel, all that crazy stuff makes this potential healthy thing for our bodies into just another junk food. And that's the trap you got to avoid. If you want to get on a path of starting, better your health and you want to reap the benefits of just having a little bit of caffeine in your system in the mornings, because it does provide energy. It is a natural energy booster. You just have to have your coffee black. I mean, it's time to be a grown up. You gotta take it out. Um, it's like it's I don't know what else to say about that. It's like it's a give me. It's like if you put sugar in it, it will make you gain weight and make your moods go up and down. Your energy will go up and down. It has nothing to do with the caffeine. Caffeine by itself can provide you energy for a short period of time. But if you add sugar in with that caffeine, that's a bad combination. Your energy levels are going to be up and down all day. You don't want that. So when I look at this, I don't even have to look at all this. All you have to do is just get black coffee, get it in its natural state. If you must have it sweet, get some, I'm not a big fan of, promoting artificial sweeteners, but if that's what it takes for you to wean yourself away from sugar, go for it. Get some Splenda packets or what else they have at Starbucks. Because like I said, I don't drink coffee that much at coffee shops, so I don't even know the latest trends and sweeteners and all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure that Splendid and Nutrisystems, or excuse me, Sweet and Low, yes, Sweet and Low should still be there. But I can see most of these dark coffees without this cream are good. And all what's going on is when you add milk to it, you're just adding what's naturally in milk, which is a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbohydrates, and some fat. Or, for my vegan friends, or, people that have a gluten, can't really eat gluten stuff, go the almond route, and same thing, like everything's just going to go down. So my suggestion is just treat coffee as a drink where you're just trying to get caffeine. It's a 0-calorie drink. At the end of the day, you really want to drink 0-calorie drinks. So it's okay not to have it without the cream or without the milk. Okay, and so now I'm just gonna look at the iced coffee, even though it's in the coffee. Excuse me, yeah, iced coffee, unsweetened. So this is a great example right here. Look at the sweeten, right? You got 20 grams of carbohydrates in this, right? 80 calories. Then you just take it out, and then lo and behold, you have no calories, except for this 5 that's coming from somewhere. I don't know. But that's just amazing. You don't really need stuff to be as sweet as you think you do. Okay, and now we're just going to look at the tea. So this is what I expected to be the best. I wasn't sure what type of teas they would necessarily have at Starbucks. So I see these are all the manufactured bottles of teas. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting them to have just the tea mentioned. I was expecting them just to have the different tea flavors here, but well, it's iced tea, so yeah, all these are going to be sweetened. I can just tell because obviously that's why they have these names. Let's look at giant peach. Yeah, 37 grams of carbon. Nope. So all these bottle drinks, I don't see anything here. I'm just doing the eye test. Okay, if this is called sweet tea, it's gonna probably contain what? Sugar. Not as much as the other stuff, but still, yeah, sweet tea is sweet tea. Even though it says organic, this, it's like, don't fall for the trap, man. Well, actually, that's not too bad compared to everything else we seen. But I would prefer just getting myself some unsweetened tea. And if I was going to sweeten it myself, again, I would choose one of the artificial sweeteners, not necessarily sugar. Okay, so I have finished looking at the different beverage choices at Starbucks. I was hoping this would be a little more exciting, but what it boils down to is when you're at Starbucks and you're trying to get something to drink, just get it without the sugar. That's what it boils down to. If it has sugar in it, you probably don't want it. I won't even say you probably don't. You should not have it. You should just get your coffee black, sweeten it yourself, try and use no sugar. Really, you should be doing coffee black and unsweetened iced tea. But if you must make your coffee and tea sweet, just add just a little bit of sugar yourself or artificial sweetener. I prefer you doing an artificial sweetener route if you're trying to wean yourself off of sugar. But honestly, drinking coffee black, drinking tea with no sugar, that's really the way to go. That's how you will not gain a whole lot of weight. And it's so easy to follow this path of when you add just a little bit of sugar. Oh, I just need just a little, just a little. And next thing you know, it's those little bits of sugar that adds up over time to these drinks that turn into calories, that turn into a whole bunch of calories over time. Okay? So I hope you found this enjoyable. I know it was not groundbreaking. It was pretty much common sense. But for those who go to Starbucks, on their way to work, or when they travel, or when they take their kids out to the soccer games on the weekends, whatever it is, just keep this in mind. Just make sure you get your drinks healthy, and don't fall for the trap like this right here. Oh, it looks good. Oh, it looks very good, but it's not worth the calories. Until next time, stay thirsty, my friends.